Well, I'm getting some static here. It's just, there's just something buzzing here. It's alive. It's literary life after death. Commemorations of Writers in English-Speaking Canada by Carole Gerson. Let's take a closer look. This book studies the ways in which individuals, communities, and the state commemorate and celebrate deceased writers. Gerson shows how many forms these commemorations can take, and I think a cover illustration by Arizona O'Neill really hints at the range that these cultural forms can take, and reflects the literate and often amusing aspects that Gerson studies in this book. She studies official state initiatives like coins, stamps, street names, parks, and often traditional forms like public art statues. Here's Mary Ann Shadd. An important element throughout are discussions about the literary house museums. These are places where authors previously lived. They're often tied to local communities. So, for example, historic Joy Kagawa House in Vancouver isn't just a place that hosts literary events, but it's also a place that commemorates the Japanese internment during the Second World War. And Literary Life After Death makes sure to spend time studying the entire industry of commemoration around L.M. Montgomery's houses in PEI in Ontario, and the immense amount of material culture around Anne of Green Gables. So many writers are discussed throughout this book, and another very intriguing element is looking at how writers commemorate deceased writers by reactivating them as characters in new pieces of literature. This is our first book in our series, Authors, Publishers, Readers, Texts, Studies in Book History and Print Culture, which is sponsored by the Bibliographical Society of Canada. So what I'm really saying is, this is the ideal book for CanLit book nerds. Print copies are for sale wherever books are sold, and the open access edition will be available at press.library.concordia.ca. Enjoy.